Hello, welcome to Healing with podcast. I am Marissa McDevitt, your host, mindset coach, mentor, and founder of Healing Center. Tired of all the BS? So was I. This podcast is my raw, unfiltered take on life, sharing my personal experiences, lessons, and healing practices that helped me break free from the cycles that no longer serve me. I'm just an average woman who decided to stop settling and start speaking up. Here we dive deep into the messy, beautiful, and sometimes painful realities of life, business, and relationships. No fluff, no judgment, just real talk, real growth, and real transformation. This is a safe space for anyone, women, men, and all the beauties in between. So who's ready to raise their standards, heal, and step into their power? Let's learn, grow, and evolve together. Now tune in and let's talk about it. All right, welcome back, y'all. I'm very excited today because I figured out that my chair can go higher. And as you know, I'm short, so I've been making these podcasts, videos like really short in the camera. So I feel very ready to film tonight. This episode is a hard one. It is about depression and ways to overcome it. The reason why it was a hard one for me to write was because I went through it. I went through a journey of depression when I was in Wisconsin. Up and down, side to side. And y'all know why I did it, why I went through that journey. If you don't know, go listen to the last couple episodes. Give you all the tea on that. But I want to share my vulnerability on how depressed I felt, what I went through, how I felt it, how I got out of it. But I want to start off by the real definition of depression. Depression is a common but serious mental health condition. According to the American Psychiatric Association, say that 5 times fast, it's a medical illness that negatively affects how you feel, think, and act. Symptoms can include sadness, loss of interest in activities, changes in appetite, sleep, low energy, difficulty concentrating, and feelings of hopelessness. The statistic is that adult depression increased about 60% from 2013 and 14 to 2021, 2023, and now. Obviously, the pandemic and societal pressures are big factors of it. This is so important to talk about, and nobody talks about it. And if they do talk about it, it's like, hey, I have depression, so I'm on an antidepressant, if they even tell you. And I want to talk about ways on how to overcome these things without an antidepressant. I want to talk about the ways that you should try these ways first before resorting to whatever they put in that tiny little pill. Because I have family members that are on antidepressants and they're a zombie. I have family members that have tried every antidepressant you can think of. She literally said, I felt like what does she say? I felt like a experiment. Every time I came in, they would give me a new pill. And it destroyed her. So my personal story with depression was how I had to step away from an 18-year friendship, how I had to close the door on multiple friendships, how my friend I was staying with backstabbed me, cherry on top. I felt so low, time after time after time. I literally rearranged my whole entire life to go up there for these people who didn't even value me. I rearranged my whole life, took out loans to be there for people who don't see the excellence in me. And why is that? The only reason why is because they don't see the excellence in them. If you don't see the excellence in you, if you don't have self-worth, if you don't have a backbone, courage to stand up for yourself, how are you going to stand up for someone else? I fell into cycles like staying inside for a week straight, binge watching TV shows, crying, eating like junk food. The thing is rest is okay when you are depressed. You need rest to handle the emotions that you're going through. And whatever you just went through, you have to have the rest to process. But the longer you stay there, the harder it is to climb out. And that's what I realized. That was my experience. Toxic influences fuel depression. For example, relationships. How toxic relationships can drain you and keep you in a low vibrational frequency. So the friend I was staying with that backstabbed me, cherry on top of all the bullshit I went through. Yeah, her and her partner were on and off for years because of their insecurities, bouncing off each other, feeling off each other's dysfunctionalness instead of healing each other. They're just nitpicking each other's. They were both deeply insecure, feeding off each other's dysfunction instead of healing. The guy watched so much sports, never paid attention to her. It actually made me dislike, like I want to puke if someone talks about sports now, because I seen how much this guy put his time, the little bit of time he had, into sports over his life, over his own mental illness like bipolar and depression and insecurities. All this time he's wasting watching sports, not putting anything into his relationship, his own self, is keeping him at a low vibrational frequency. So how does this tie in to depression? Because when you're dating somebody or engaged to somebody that's as insecure as you are, you're not healing. You're not getting any better. You're bouncing off each other. Oh, you can't look at a girl on TV. You said she was hot. I'm mad at you for 3 days. Like, what? What? You're mad at him because he said a girl was hot on TV? Come on. Do you understand what I'm saying? The guy met my fiance for 2 minutes and literally kicked me out after being my friend, inviting me to his birthday, telling me my money is no good with him, thanking me for mowing the lawn. All we do is clean the house. Thank you. Literally was totally my friend. Sitting down with me to write their bachelor and bachelorette party. Literally all the way up until he met my fiance, got jealous because he's insecure, and took it out on his fiance, called off their wedding because I was in the house. Now all of a sudden, it was because of the animals and me, because he had to rearrange his life because of the animals and me. Then it was, now I don't like her fiance after meeting him for 2 minutes. And then it was, I don't like her. The point is the guy was so insecure that he didn't like that my fiance and I are so strong and loving and independent and hardworking and strong in our relationship that we can be miles apart and still totally be in love with no jealousy at all. He couldn't handle that. So he blew up. And my friend, ex-friend, she couldn't handle it because she has no backbone. She doesn't see the excellence in herself. If she saw how excellent she would tell that guy, you want to call off the wedding? I'm calling off the wedding because you're bipolar, a narcissist, and insecure. If you don't see that I'm the best woman that you could put a ring on, bye. Bye. If you don't see that I'm a badass woman and I will be loyal and faithful to you, bye. Bye. Okay? When this stuff was going down and she gave me the text, he's calling off the wedding, Roger and I looked at each other and we started laughing. Because we said, if you ever said that to me, Roger goes, if you ever said that to me, I said, what would you do? He would say, I would say, bye. Bye. Because I know what I bring to the table. And if you don't see it, bye. Especially with a fucking ring on your finger. You're going to call off the wedding? Oh, wait a minute. But you guys are on and off, on and off, on and off. Yep. Toxic relationships keeps you in a low vibrational frequency and in depression because you can't climb out and you cannot heal if you're both feeding off each other's insecurities and traumas and dramas. You have to have a strong foundation. Yes, you can be in a relationship when you have the traumas and dramas, but you seek a counselor, go to therapy, go to workshops. Get that shit out. Having friendships that are toxic, like backstabbing people or people who want you to secretly fail. Yeah, I had a bunch of those too. Yep. You are who you surround yourself with. So when you have people who secretly want you to fail, and you know who they are, bye. When you have friends that turn on you like snakes, bye. Another toxic influence that fuels depression, social media. If you have children, if you have teenagers, if you're an adult, get off social media. If you're depressed, get off of it. Get off of it. Take your phone and lock it in a box for a week. Stay off social media for at least 30 days. You have no idea how bad social media is. Scrolling. Oh, I only use it for business. I go through this all the time. I'll be really good. Then I get back on. And every single day I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And what are you doing? Comparing yourself. You don't even know it. You don't even know that you're subconsciously comparing yourself to everybody's highlights in their life. And then you feel like shit. I felt like shit, right? Because I rearranged my whole entire life to be there for people who couldn't give two shits about me. And everything's crumbling around me. But I'm scrolling and I'm watching how everybody else is succeeding, doing great, stable lives. Even though we know half that shit's fake anyways, but get off social media. It is the most amazing feeling. Environment. Being around people and places that drag your vibration lower. Like I said, you are who you surround yourself with. If you're in a room full of insecure, low vibrational people who are jealous all the time, guess what you're going to be? You're going to lower yourself to match their energy. Yuck. Even like being in the house, they had a lot of animals, and if people haven't seen our house, like we're very, very clean, like over clean. That's just the way we like to live. So immediately when I got there, I was constantly cleaning because it smelled so bad, like dogs and cats smelled so bad. So I was constantly bleaching and cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. And even that lowers your vibration. If your house is messy and cluttered and full of shit, guess what your life is going to be? Messy, cluttered, and full of shit. Clean up. Clear your space out. Clean your car out. Clean your desk. Especially when you're depressed, clean your space. So important. The social detox is such a game changer. Removing yourself from toxic people and taking breaks from social media is number one. My personal shift was I was constantly scrolling. I always put this in my brain like, oh, I got to check all my DMs every single day. My DMs every single day. And then I end up scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Since I logged out of all my socials, put my phone away, wow. I check my emails about 100 times a day. It's funny, but it's real as shit. I do. I literally check my emails 100 times a day. Just should start clearing them out, Wow. I don't want to go back. If anybody's out there that can run my social media, holla. You make a good schedule with it. I'm doing once a week. I get on there. I make my posts. I check my DMs. I got it on my computer where I can schedule out my posts now. And one day a week, I go in there. I reply back to all my DMs. I schedule out my appointments. Why detoxing creates mental space for clarity and higher energy. When I turn off the TV, when I turn off the phone, look at me. Can you feel it in my energy? Can you feel it through the camera? Can you hear my voice? 2 weeks off of social media. I read before bed. I'm lucid dreaming again. Get off the phone. All right, here we go. Practical ways to overcome depression. These are so important. Movement. Yes, come on, movement. I tell you all the time, go to the gym, go for a walk, dance. Put on music and dance. If you got to headbang it out, twirl around, do it. Get your energy flowing. Yoga. What I do in between recording podcast episodes is I take my dog for a walk around the long block. And then more ideas start coming in. And then I get more energy and I come back and I record another one. And then I go after we take a walk. Nutrition. You are what you eat, people. You are what you eat. Eat foods that fuel your body. High vibe, whole foods, real, organic. And I know a lot of the organic stuff is fake out there. So do your research on that because it will say organic and it really isn't. But you're going to spend the money like it's organic. But when you're eating clean, healthy, oh, your body feels so good. You have natural energy. You don't need coffee every morning. You get better sleep. Your digestion, your gut is so much healthier. Journal. You guys know this podcast is my journal. It's my open journal. Express emotions instead of bottling them up. I wish I knew to do this years ago. I used to bottle them up like a psycho and then drink, and you know how that goes. Connection. Like I said, surround yourself with supportive, uplifting people. Therapy and coaching, you guys, you hear me talk about it all the time. Find yourself a therapist. Find yourself a life coach. There are affordable ones out there. My coach is great. You can go on YouTube. You can literally call a hotline. Find therapy. A lot of insurance, if you have health insurance, they cover therapy sessions now. There is no excuse for not seeking guidance. Healing doesn't happen alone. I used to think it did. And what did I use? Drugs and alcohol. And it got worse. Bottled them up more. Blew up all the time. Routine and purpose. Small daily wins. Making your bed. Drinking enough water. Reading 10 pages out of that self-worth book. Nature. Y'all, nature is it. Go barefoot outside. Go barefoot outside, please. Go for a hike. If you live in the desert like me, don't go barefoot outside. I walk barefoot in the backyard, but we have a groomed desert backyard. Go to a park. Lay in the grass. That's me and my dog's favorite thing to do is lay in the grass. We just lay in the grass. We look at the stars. We feel the air. We breathe. And of course, y'all, no drinking or doing drugs when you're depressed. Say no to drugs, people, all the time. Substances numb the pain but keep you stuck in a cycle. Choose clarity and healing over temporary escape. Honestly, I was having a couple beers there, a couple beers here, a couple glasses of wine there to help with my emotions. Didn't do anything but poison my body. Didn't do anything but make me want to eat more junk food. Didn't do anything but make me tired and lazy. Don't drink. Don't go to drugs. Go complete detox. Mind, body, and soul, baby. So the energetics of depression, when I talk about low vibration, attracts low vibe habits like eating junk food, scrolling on your social medias, binge watching TV shows. Shout out to Animal Kingdom. That show was badass though. But that's why I can't watch TV shows, because it's like I binge watch them and I get nothing done. So I haven't watched TV clearly in a week. I watch a movie here and there. Now I use it as like a reward. After I get all my things done on my list, I can watch a movie late at night if I want to. So higher vibration naturally calls you towards better habits, creating, moving, reading, and connecting. So when you're not drinking, when you're not stuck in your room for 7 days crying, you start having more energy to create, move around, read, going to the gym. Do I look good? Can you see my muscles? But y'all, seriously, my breakthrough moment of realizing that I don't ever want to go back down the path I was in Wisconsin ever again was not right away when I left Wisconsin. It was when I was home, and again, I cried for 2 days and binge watched movies. But when I got off this, when I was off of this for like the 5th day, and I didn't even care to go back to it. Ooh, I've been so creative. I've been going to the gym 3-4 times a week, which isn't a lot. I normally go 5 times, but that's coming up. All these ideas are coming up. I got my big whiteboard out with tons of ideas. Got my little whiteboard out. I'm full send in my coaching program again with my life coach. She's noticing the difference. I'm noticing the difference. I have a job again. I'm working on my business again. It is such a good feeling to be out of that cycle. I want to tell you something too, that the support systems are everything. Roger is my rock. You guys, my fiance, he is my rock. He is my biggest cheerleader. My dad, my life coach, my true friends that I do have who do believe in me, my sister, my dog with unconditional love. The core truth is you are who you surround yourself with. So choose wisely. Depression is a part of the human experience, but not permanent. There's always another way. I want you to try one thing today. One small action if you're depressed. If you're feeling low, depressed, I want you to try one small action, whether that's journaling, taking a walk, calling a friend, or making a really good meal. Even if it's reaching out to me, send me a DM. Hey, I listened to your podcast episode. I am not in the best place right now. Can you give me a little advice? I will answer you because I've been there and I've climbed out. And if I can climb out, you can climb out. Like I said, please DM me if you're feeling heavy or want to work with me personally. I offer coaching for families, teens, couples, and individuals. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more healing tools and stories at Healing with MM. So please share this episode with someone who may need it. Let's spread healing together. Let's make this normal. Healing together. Talking about these things together. The affirmation I want to end on is I allow my feelings to flow through me, but I do not let them take me down. I rise, I heal, and I choose light. And with much love, have a beautiful day.